Is this possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Who comes to mind?
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
Motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
It's on then.
Just don't step on his toes.
Mike Tyson just made waves. He's officially returning to the ring in 2025. And the opponent? Logan Paul, the self-anointed fighter and notably less accomplished sibling of Jake Paul. After Tyson's bout with Jake in 2024, Logan couldn't hold back, boldly declaring he would kill Mike. Big talk, especially from someone whose boxing resume features a disqualification and some overly dramatized WWE antics.
Comes to mind.
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
Tyson doesn't waste words, he speaks through his punches. And now that he's taken Logan's challenge head-on, the stage is set for what may go down as Logan's most embarrassing moment in combat sports. Logan, who thrives on hype and headlines, is about to receive a brutal dose of reality. This isn't WWE where moves are rehearsed. It's raw and it's ruthless. Come 2025, Logan won't just walk away humbled, he'll be dismantled, one arrogant piece at a time, across the mat.
Why did you say motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike Tyson?
Oh, yeah. I'll kill you, Mike.
His speech was all like, I just wanted to do something good for my kids. And then he makes one little sneaky little thing towards you.
Is this possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so. Maybe his brother.
Tyson isn't one for smack talk, he lets his fists carry the message. And with Logan's challenge accepted, we're looking at what could easily become the most crushing defeat of Logan's career. Logan, addicted to attention and controversy, is about to face a sobering truth: this isn't scripted entertainment. It's a fight. And in 2025, Logan won't just be taught a lesson, he'll be broken down, fragment by inflated fragment, into the ring's floorboards.
Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan?
Let's pause and talk about Logan Paul, the human embodiment of a participation ribbon. No sugarcoating here, his so-called boxing career is just a detour for someone mostly recognized as Jake Paul's older sibling. Remember that prime card clash with Dylan Dennis 2 years ago? The one that ended in such a forgettable disqualification even Dennis probably zoned out before the result. Let's face it, Logan's punches hit with about as much power as his podcast punchlines, meaning none.
Would you take the fight?
No.
Why?
He's clearly nervous, so what's with the big boy threats like, I'd kill you, Mike? Oh, dear summer child. That's a bold statement from someone who's made a living off choreographed WWE skits. From a guy who treats boxing like weekend cosplay. Tyson's answer? It's on, then. In plain terms, Logan, you're about to experience what unfiltered pain truly is. Here's a tip, Logan: if your grand comeback includes stepping into the ring with a boxing icon, maybe spend your training camp doing more than rehearsing fake suplexes. Social media already has you pegged, fans calling this the biggest mistake of your career. And let's be honest, they're not wrong. You're biting off more than you can chew, and most expect you'll be lucky to even reach round 3. WWE props won't bail you out here, Logan. Tyson doesn't swing chairs, he swings bone-rattling fists. And this incoming storm? It's going to leave wreckage.
Storm, a young brute named Jake Paul. I think Jake let him live. I do. He wants to fight you, bro.
Yeah, he wants to fight you next. What about that?
I think he wants money. I don't think he wants to fight me.
Let's shift focus back to Tyson, the icon, the warrior, the showstopper. Remember how he carried himself after going 8 full rounds with Jake Paul in 2024? He called Jake a very good fighter, but let's not overlook the subtle burn behind that. What Tyson really implied. Jake's serious, Logan's a poser. Tyson's resume speaks volumes: 50 victories, 44 by knockout. Logan? 1 DQ, 0 legitimate wins. Quite the comparison. While Tyson's already hitting the gym and sharpening those killer instincts, Logan's likely off rehearsing his next wrestling promo. Breaking news: Logan, dodging Tyson's fists won't be like ducking a staged body slam. Tyson doesn't miss. And once he connects, there won't be a second act. This won't just be another boxing match, it'll be a televised lesson in humility. Tyson isn't fighting for nostalgia. He's stepping in to remind everyone that he remains the most dangerous man in the sport. Logan's legacy? It'll be a quick footnote in Tyson's legendary timeline. Truthfully, watching Logan hit the mat might end up being 2025's most satisfying highlight. Tyson doesn't care about your follower count, flashy entrances, or WWE theatrics. Once that bell rings, your influence ends where Tyson's jab begins. 2025 is more than just another calendar year, it's the one where boxing gets back to its roots. Tyson's not returning to reclaim relevance, he's never lost it. His legend was sealed decades ago, back when he floored Trevor Berbick in the 80s. Now, 40 years later, he's stepping in to educate Logan and the world on what authentic boxing looks like. Hint, it's not choreographed body slams or overpriced hydration gimmicks. Speaking of gimmicks, let's talk payday. Saudi Arabia is offering a jaw-dropping $700 million for Tyson's return. That's not fantasy cash, it's legacy-level earnings for knocking out a man best known as Jake Paul's underachieving brother. Logan dreaming of such figures? Not unless Prime starts printing gold bars. Tyson's not in it for pocket change, and losing isn't even on his radar. Logan, take note, this isn't a TikTok partnership. You're stepping into Tyson's territory. Briefly. Painfully. Let's address Logan Paul again, the jack of all fades. Boxer? Podcaster? WWE stunt double? Even Logan probably isn't sure. His entire career is a chaotic mix of half-hearted stabs at relevance. Sure, there was the Dylan Dennis fight 2 years ago, but come on, a disqualification isn't a badge of honor. And his reply to Tyson's challenge? I'd kill you, Mike. Logan, you can't even kill momentum in your own wrestling skits, let alone stand upright against Tyson's thunderous left hook.
Hook.
Back once more to Tyson, the enigma, the champion, the centerpiece of this whole saga. Recall that 2024 bout with Jake Paul, 8 grueling rounds. Tyson, ever composed, said Jake was a very good fighter, but between the lines? Jake's real, Logan's still pretending. The numbers? They don't lie. Tyson's record, 50 wins, 44 knockouts. Logan's, 1 DQ, and that's about it. As Tyson conditions in the gym, fine-tuning what made him king, Logan likely brainstorms his next fake wrestling entrance. Reality check, Logan, ducking Tyson's blows is not like dodging fake backflips. When Mike lands, you won't be delivering a closing monologue, you'll be on the floor wondering what hit you. This bout isn't entertainment, it's a one-sided beatdown in the making. Tyson isn't chasing clout or reliving glory, he's reminding the sport who the apex predator is. Logan, unfortunately, is signing up to be the example. And let's be honest, watching him fall might just top the year's viral moments. Tyson's hands don't care about social numbers or podcast subscriptions. When the gloves are on, Logan's influence is going straight to the mat. 2025 isn't business as usual, it's a year of boxing realignment. Tyson's comeback isn't for show. His dominance began when he crushed Trevor Berbick, and it hasn't faded. For decades later, he's walking back in to prove that legends don't retire, they reset standards. And Logan? He's about to find out boxing isn't about theatrics or novelty energy drinks. Let's also revisit the business side. Saudi Arabia's throwing $700 million into this spectacle. That's generational cash, not for a spectacle, but for a statement. Tyson's not showing up for a check, he's showing up to destroy. Logan's dreaming of those figures? Unless Prime Hydration becomes a global currency, dream on. This isn't a content creator crossover, it's Mike Tyson's domain. Logan's merely a temporary, and unfortunate, guest. Let's take another moment to spotlight Logan Paul, the multitasking master of mediocrity. Is he a fighter, a content guy, or a WWE crash test dummy? He probably doesn't even know anymore. His career is an uneven buffet of attempted relevance. That Dylan Dennis match? A disqualification that no one remembers fondly. And his comeback line to Tyson? I'd kill you, Mike. Logan, you can't even kill it in your own pre-planned promos, let alone survive Mike's first uppercut. Now let's dissect what's about to unfold inside the ropes. Logan's so-called strategy, if wild flailing even qualifies, will likely include trash-talking, WWE-style grandstanding, and a few sloppy punches. But Tyson? He's heard all the talk before. Trash talk doesn't shake him, it fuels him. While Logan's practicing his next over-the-top entrance, Tyson's hammering away in the gym, sharpening the same tools that made him a legend. Logan might think his WWE flair will boost ticket sales, but putting butts in seats is a far cry from surviving Mike's fists. And the early stats? Brutal. Polls show 75% of fans expect Tyson to knock Logan out inside of 3 rounds. The other 25%? Logan's loyal followers who probably think boxing gloves are just part of the outfit. They're about to be rudely educated. Tyson isn't about flash, he's about force. This won't be a contest, it'll be an educational beatdown, with Logan learning every lesson via impact. Tyson isn't doing this for headlines. He's doing it to reinforce a legacy no one has matched. For Logan, it's an attempt to show he's more than a YouTube gimmick. But in truth, all he's proving is he's really good at getting punched. This isn't pro wrestling, where scripts decide outcomes. Tyson doesn't rehearse fights, he delivers knockouts. And Logan's about to discover that in Tyson's arena, there's zero space for gimmicks, only punishment. If you enjoyed the fight, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more knockout content only on Knuckle Forge.